Hey guys, welcome to 5 Minute Friday Faves. I'm Christy Wood.
Hey everybody, I'm Debbie Lee.
Thanks for joining us. Today we are going to talk about Deep Blue and the Deep Blue family. Deep Blue comes in a 5 milliliter bottle, a rub, and also in a roller ball for easy application. And this is what I call the gateway oil for men. It helps with a multitude of different pains, and a lot of guys endure a lot of pain.
Well, they do.
Yeah, they're hard on their bodies, and women do as well. I mean, my girls are constantly dealing with sprained ankles, and we use Deep Blue a lot in our home.
Right.
But it's also good for bruising as well. It's got helichrysum in it. So if you've got any kind of a bleeding issue happening, you can use Deep Blue if you don't have helichrysum. And it's got wintergreen in it. And wintergreen is fantastic for joint and muscle pain, but also for the respiratory system. I actually had a customer one time tell us that this was the best oil for asthma. And I was like, no, you mean breathe. And they were like, no, Deep Blue. And I was taken back by that and did my own bit of research, and wintergreen is wonderful for the airways, and it's got peppermint in it as well.
Wow. So does it open up the blood vessels, or?
Yeah, well, peppermint helps to increase oxygen supply.
Okay.
So somebody that's dealing with asthma needs more oxygen.
Yeah.
And then the inflammation. This is very anti-inflammatory, but it works really, really well on joints and muscles.
Okay.
That's the preferred method. Arthritis, any kind of arthritis, or tendinitis, or there have been times I go through my seasons of working out, and when I start back working out, I always hurt really bad. And I'll never forget, I went a full day of like hardly being able to walk and hardly being able to squat, like to use the bathroom. I couldn't even get down onto my toilet. Went a full day of just torture. And the next day I thought, I'm gonna try Deep Blue rub on my thigh muscles. And I rubbed it in, and within 30 minutes, it was like I had never worked out. Every single bit of the pain was gone, and I endured that for a full 24 hours of pain.
Well, see, this is an old injury here. This goes back to 2001 when I was in a wreck. And I didn't even know, I was hit from this side, and I didn't even know this was messed up until I picked up a 50-plus pound banker box at work. And it was like the oddest pain. And it just kept building for months until I just hardly could use it after that. So I don't know exactly what all I've done, but I've kind of triggered something in there working out. And I have to remember this. Could I use this before I go work out, you think?
Absolutely.
Okay, well that's what I'm going to do.
Before and after. So I'm pretty sure that this is the injury that you had to work on the release.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The physical therapist had to explain to me how to let go. And it was foreign to me. I knew how to flex, I knew how to stretch, but I had no idea how to let go. And so that was interesting, to be able to surrender and let go so she could do the work that she needed to do.
So the healing could take place.
So the healing could take place, yeah.
So how could Deep Blue help us do that?
Oh, this is so good. So Deep Blue is the oil of surrendering pain. And what this talks about, which is so interesting, is pain is neither good nor bad. Pain is a communicator and a teacher. And so when we resist pain, we tighten up or whatever, which is just the natural thing, instead let go and lean in, we are going to be better able to hear our bodies and what they're saying. And it talks about actually observing, being an observer. And so, asking yourself questions like, I've got this pain here, rather than jumping into, let me take a Tylenol or let me go to the doctor. Just ask yourself some questions. What's different? about this particular pain, and what have I done differently? What have I eaten different? Have I not drank enough water? Have I done something in the yard or whatever? But actually being an observer and letting your body speak. And there's a verse in the Bible in Proverbs that says that the answers lie deep within a person's heart, and a person of understanding will draw them out. So why not be your own person of understanding and ask yourself these questions? One of the things it talks about too are the negative emotions, and it's avoiding emotional issues. And so some of us are really good at avoiding things because we don't really want conflict. We don't want to stir up even more. We want to be heard, and we're not going to be heard. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons. So I guess, let's just rub the deep blue on and lean in to the pain and the emotional pain too.
This also has blue tansy in it, which we talked about last week, that helps us to be our best self.
Right.
So that's it's interesting how we can sometimes be our own worst enemy, where we know we should surrender the pain, but we don't want to.
Right. Jordan Peterson, my man, says we have a proclivity to shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yes.
To do things that actually are detrimental to us.
Yes.
I'm going to do this and I'm going to act this way because of this or whatever, and they're not really thinking, is this the best thing for me?
How is this going to affect my life 5 years from now? Well, praying that this will help you to surrender anything over to God that is in need of surrender, and help you to be your very best self.
All right.
Be blessed.
Bye, everybody.